Namaste everyone. How are you doing, children? I hope you are liking the videos that I am sending you and finding them useful too. So, in this video, we'll take up the topic clothes. So, let's switch over to our topic clothing. Now, in our first section, we'll read about the different fibers that are used for making clothes. So they can be natural, which we obtain from plants and animals, or they can be synthetic or man-made. And in next section of this video, we'll talk about different kind of clothes that we wear as per weather conditions. So it can be hot weather, cold weather, or rainy weather. Now let us know why do we wear clothes. So we wear clothes to protect our body from weather, sun's heat, cold, wind, rain, and also from dust and insects, right? Clothes are made up of very fine threads called fibers, and fibers can be natural or man-made, and man-made fibers are also called synthetic fibers. So first we will take up the natural fibers. So the first category is natural fibers. Now, fibers obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers. All of you know that plants and animals are natural living things. Yes. Then examples are cotton, jute, wool, and silk. So let us see. Cotton looks somewhat like this. The jute is here, the wool and the silk. Now we'll read about these four categories of natural fibers one by one. So we'll pick up first category, that is cotton fiber. See, cotton fiber is obtained from cotton plant and it is used to make cotton clothes such as sari, shirt, trousers and skirts, right? So this is your cotton plant. This is the cotton fiber and the dress material that we make from cotton. Now we'll switch over to next fiber, that is jute. Jute fiber is obtained from jute plant. It is used to make clothes and other items such as bags, mats and ropes. So this is the picture of jute plant. Then the jute fiber that we get from it, and then it is used for making bags or mats and of course ropes. Then in next category we have wool. All of you know we get wool from sheep and it is used for making woolen clothes. So here is the sheep and the wool and the woolen clothes, right? Now let's switch over to the silk. Silk we get from silkworm. So it is a kind of caterpillar, no? And silkworm weaves a cocoon around it from which silk fiber is obtained. It is used to make clothes such as saris, shirts, scarves, etc. So here in this picture we can see the silkworm. Yes, and these are the cocoons. See, silkworm, it covers itself uh, in a shell-like structure called cocoon, and the threads which are used to make this cocoon are actually the silk threads which are obtained to make different things like saris or scarves. Now let us take up another term, and that is fur. See, fur is somewhat different from wool. So, fur is the thick hair that grow on the bodies of many animals. And fur of some animals is used to make warm clothing like coats and sweaters. So, you must have seen furry coats, no? So, here we come to the end of natural fibers, and now we'll switch over to man-made fibers. So fibers manufactured means made by human beings, are called man-made fibers. These are also called synthetic fibers. Examples are nylon and polyester. So this is nylon. You must have seen this kind of ropes in your house also. And polyester is used for making various kinds of dress materials. Right? Now let us take up some keywords that we used in our previous slides. For example, fibers. So, fibers are very fine threads used to make clothes. Natural fibers. Fibers that are obtained from natural sources like plants and animals. Then we have synthetic or man-made fibers. Fibers that are made by human beings, and the fur, thick hair that grows on the bodies of many animals. So now we'll switch over to our next section of today's topic, and that is clothes that suit the weather. Now clothes in hot weather. We mostly wear light colored cotton clothes, right? Light colored cotton clothes absorb less heat of the sun and therefore keeps the body cool. So that means if they will absorb less heat, they will be less hot and they will give us relief. And cotton clothes absorb sweat and keep the body cool. Now here I want to mention here that in summers, have you ever observed how your t-shirt gets wet in summers? Because your t-shirt absorbs all the sweat from your body. Then we have clothes in cold weather. Okay, in cold weather we wear dark colored woolen clothes, right? Dark colored clothes absorb the sun's heat and keep the body warm. Woolen clothes keep the body warm by not letting the body heat escape. So what does it mean? That means the heat of the body is stored inside the layers of woolen clothes, right? Then we have clothes in snowy weather, right? So, in very cold and snowy weather, people wear clothes made up of fur to keep themselves warm. And now let us switch over to the rainy weather. Now, in rainy weather, we wear clothes made up of waterproof materials which do not absorb water. So, they are waterproof. That means they do not absorb water. These clothes also dry up quickly. Now, here I want to remind you about your swimsuits. The suits that you wear when you go for swimming, they are made up of waterproof material. That is the reason that they get dry up very fast, right? And then uh, we also wear raincoats and carry umbrellas to protect ourselves from the rain. Raincoats and umbrellas are again made up of rubber or plastic, which is waterproof. So, children, that was all about clothes. And now we'll switch over to our question answer session. Okay, why do we wear clothes? We wear clothes to protect our body from weather, sun's heat, cold, wind, rain, dust, and insects. Then describe different types of fibers along with examples. Now, different types of fibers, we know there are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. So, we'll discuss them one by one. fibers obtained from plants or animals are called natural fibers. And examples are plant fibers, they are obtained from cotton and jute, and animal fibers are wool and silk. Now let us switch over to our synthetic fibers. So fibers manufactured or made by human beings are called man-made or synthetic fibers, and examples are nylon and polyester. Then we have what type of clothes do we wear in summers? Why? Okay, so first we have to answer that what type of clothes do we wear, and then we have to answer that why do we wear them. So we mostly wear light colored cotton clothes in summers, and light colored cotton clothes absorb less heat of the sun and therefore keeps the body cool, and cotton clothes absorb sweat and keep the body cool. All right, what type of clothes do we wear in rainy season and why? Okay, during rainy season, we wear clothes made up of waterproof material. These clothes do not absorb water, thus dry quickly. So, children, that was all about clothing. And with this, we come to the end of this session. So, children, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and take care of yourselves.